All right. Hello, everybody. This is Rael.
And her thoughts like my
All
L.
right. And we're coming to you with Sunday morning meditation and, oh my goodness, let me spell that right. I said mediation. Change that.
What?
It's a good thing to have edit posts.
Right. I want to get
goodness.
that real quick. It is morning. I'm seeing a lot of people are up. So if you're up and you have time, please join us in this meditation moment. You want to send it out?
Yeah.
So
Hello, everybody. This is Rael. What are you doing?
I'm connected to the speaker and it just like.
Right, there we go. As we had it. All right. So we're just gonna let some people come in the room. All right. We'll see what people are up today. We'll see what people are dedicating themselves to really trying to understand this new fifth dimensional reality, and you know why meditation is going to be very important in times to come. Who we got? We got Jazzy. Oh my goodness, that girl.
Oh, people getting up today, huh? Some energy coming through.
Yeah, we're going to talk about this because, you know, in times to come, you know, as this frequency keeps getting lighter, you know, it's almost like we have to learn how to hover. You know, it's like we have to learn how to be able to go with the flow, but we got to learn how to rise up in this age of Aquarius. Oh, KC, what's up, KC? You know, KC ain't even in the meditation mood. She up there like, yeah, go ahead and talk, man. I'm just going to be back. I'm just going to chill out and watch. I already know, KC. All right. But pretty much in this time to come right now, in this time and era, we have to be decoders of frequency. We also have to know exactly how to get, I was waiting for them damn laugh. I was waiting. I knew it was coming. All right. Look at that. Ego. But anyway, in times to come, all right, as this frequency, right, is starting to rise up, all right, and I'm just kind of animate a little bit, as it rise up, all right, that means that it's like the chakras, it's like the water is starting to get up here. And so that means that being grounded, all right, understanding your purpose and where you're going, right, what pleasures you, right, and having a good full sense of identity. So just imagine the water is up there where you have the least had covered the first three chakras of yourself, right? Because the idea is that we're entering the heart space, right, the fourth chakra, right, where we need to come into contact with this energy, this green energy, this chakra and this green energy that's going to help radiate and kind of like open the way, right? Now the upper chakras from 5, 6, and 7, right? This is the part of us now that has to be more active in this age, right? Because we're dealing with air and Aquarius, we're dealing with thoughts, right? So now it makes more sense that we're going to be operating from the heart chakra above, right? So that means that if we're in our heart space, we're in the fifth dimension, and now we're at a point where now the universe is going to be requiring us to be in touch with that part and to speak what you feel. All right, even if the shit ain't right, it's like you got to get it out, and because it's allowing you to become lighter. You know, everything that's hard, and I'm glad Casey's with us. She knows how hard things over time have to be beaten into form. All right, that means that you got to have somebody worthy enough who's going to work on you, like almost like a carpenter. Right, and so now we're going into this age of the teachers, right, or the carpenters, the people who work on the temple, which is your body, all right, your mind, your spirit. And so this is the part of us where a lot of us, right, have been hurt. All right, there's things that's happened to us, and so a teacher is not someone who's just going to sit above you, but you're going to see all their human mistakes, all the things that are wrong with them. But the cool thing about these teachers is that they're going to teach you through their own experience, through their own mistakes, because the idea of awareness is to catch the tail, is to catch when you are off, all right, when you're not working right, right? And so now, the age of Aquarius, we have to really be in touch with our heart, all right, because that's that midnight oil, it's got to be burning. You know, it's got to be something that you, when you get up with, that you're focused. So when the collective is still going through their ascension, right? You don't want to be caught up in their lessons. You want to be at the point where you're performing in your heart space and you know why you're here, right? So now when you are in that heart space and you're in touch, right, you're able to let your crown chakra open, right, and to your soul contract, the 8th chakra, to let that covenant, that divine will be activated, right? Because the idea is that you want to raise, you want to ascend in this reality, all right? And so that means that there's a contract first. You got to break this contract, this cycle. You got to break the contract. You got to ascend out of the contract. You got to break the contract. And there are daily wheels, all right? There's like energetic fights and struggles where you could ascend, but you got to, you know, we kind of just get, you know,
Trying to get some people in.
Yeah, we just letting people come in because
meditation.
Because it needs to get a little bit deep, you know. Cause we'll get. It's almost like church. Hey, help us, all right.
You get the sermon first, and then you get the meditation.
Then you get the meditation, all right. But that's where we're going. Is that that divine will? Right? A lot of people being called, and some people like, oh, I don't know what to do. My life. I'm telling you, I'm talking to Derek. I was talking to him earlier, right? But if your oil ran out, right, your life is generated through spirit, not matter. Matter, we're done with the first 3 chakras. I'm telling you, this is with the shift. We're shifting from the first 3, right? And now we're going to the point where we're speaking truthfully. We're seeing what we're speaking. You know, we're taking everything in because heaven is saying, hey, you either with this show or you with that show, because that show is about to be over.
You can't serve 2 masters,
right.
And that's what we're seeing a lot of people. And when I say unconscious suicide, is that you are unconsciously every day letting your spirit die, where you're feeding the flesh more than the spirit. So you're serving 2 masters, where you're going to have to decide, which master am I going to serve?
Yeah.
Who am I going to serve? Am I going to serve my spirit and lay up treasures in heaven, or am I going to serve my flesh that's here right now?
Like the spirit is telling me, tell them landlord. The idea of paying the landlord is almost like when you go to church and you wanted spirit, you wanted blessings, you wanted favor, because right now a lot of people on the wheel. And you can only move as fast as you check. If that check fall, you fall. Right? You know what I'm talking about.
You're on a contract.
So the idea is that you want to break the contract and get into that 8th chakra where your divine will is. Your divine will is your inheritance in heaven. And that means that, hey, you know, at this lifetime, a lot of people can fulfill it. All right, but you have to know how to accomplish it. And so now we're at this time where the 11-11-11 portal is the portal of the divine teachers. The divine teachers are coming forth, and some have their own keys of wisdom that you have to learn, right? Mine is the highest key, right? Because it's really you becoming the true, the knight in shining armor. It's giving you the intelligence to defeat the living, to defeat all ignorance. Right, and that's the class that we talk about, which is the all-seeing eye. It's an actual class that teaches you how to intuitively see the face on how it develops. All right, because the thing is, you can't wake up and change your face. You know, only you can shave some things off to try to confuse me. But for the most, the lines that form in your face is formed through experience. And so there's a language for that, and for our students, they already know what we're talking about. Right. All right, but getting back into this meditation. All right. This meditation is so that when you start to go into these interdimensional realities, some of you are going to start to dream more. All right. It's going to start to happen, because what's happened is heaven is coming to earth. That means that everybody's going to see in spirit. Everybody's going to dream. That's what that means. Everybody's going to see that king of that world who's eventually going to be the king of this world. You're going to see that it's going to happen. Right. So that's this merger. Right. This is a merger of business. Right. And then the old staff, right, that was operating has to leave. And so you look at people like George H.W. Bush, right? Him dying at 94, that 9 represents that completion 4 of an old system. All right, 4 is a foundation system. So that death represents something new. Right? And so that means that we are coming into a whole new reality where people are going to start seeing who are the gatekeepers. Right, and it's going to get a little cuckoo, but everything that you've watched in the movies, we've all had curiosities of what the hell this means, right? We're going to start experiencing it, and you're going to need people to help you decode it, and dream time and all that is going to be very important, right? So with the music,
You ready?
all right, I'm gonna stop talking. All right.
I'm like,
Like,
hey,
stop,
I'm ready
stop,
when you ready.
stop. All right.
It's not like that. Stop. It's just, we say meditation and then discernment later.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But he had to get it out.
I have to get it out.
Yeah,
I have to get it out. All right.
Let
So
me turn this light off real quick.
and thank you again for joining us 8 o'clock this morning. I know most people, they got other things that are more important.
I say get comfortable. We about
really
to
appreciate you. I appreciate you. I'm gonna always let you know that. Okay.
Casey asked, do we try to get the 8th chakra during meditation? Get to wherever you need to get to. Some people have visions, whatever. Get to your peace.
Yeah.
Get to your 0 point. That's what I say in meditation. There's never an aim. Just flow with it.
And with meditation, see, I'm going to do it. There's so many forms of meditation because the meditation is the practice of mind. So when you think about mind, it's not just one way to practice it. And so that's what I'm doing is trying to keep giving you a different form because everybody like, oh, do I supposed to meditate this way, that way? There's many type of ways. Some people even use rhythm for meditation to kind of get themselves in a certain motion of trance. So it's not any particular way. The idea with spirituality is experimentation, right? To see what works for you. And that's why I'm just here to kind of give ideas.
We both have our stones. Rod's working with shungite. I'm working with amethyst. If you're a woman, your most of your energy and your power is in your right hand. If you're a man, most of your energy is in your left. So you would hold it in the right palm and just focus on what you want from that stone, what energy you want from the stone. I'm asking for my crown chakra to be open. Of course, it's purple. So I'm asking for that. If you're working with black or red, you're doing some grounding work, and vice versa, or whatever the stone actually is providing.
Yeah. And my thing is, I have the shungite, and it's a stone. It's like a miracle. I love this stone, right? It's highly electrical, but for me, it's about trying to ground my energy on earth. That's my little fight. Is trying to ground and to be able to plant your staff, your energy, and to be able to permeate it and to reflect energy and light. And so that's my battle with darkness. Darkness don't want that to happen.
And with women, our battle is to raise up, to go up. So usually you want to work with a lighter stone because we're already grounded. So
when they get to the crown, the intelligence part, and we're trying to get
that's
to
when the abilities, psychic
most men
abilities.
Plant their staff. They want to,
So we gonna stop.
Soil the road.
We're gonna stop talking. Let's get into it. It's 10 minutes. Is this guided or we just breathing?
We're just gonna do. This is all about sensation, all right? If you have a stone, pull it out. All right.
Please turn it down. Turn it down.
All right. If you have a stone, pull it out. All right. And if you're male, put it in your left hand, right? Because it's your less dominant hand. If you happen to be naturally left-handed, then naturally, keep it in your left hand because it's all about the.
You ready?
Yeah, and then this is all about sensing. I want you to feel that stone, feel all the vibrations of it, and just try to breathe with it. And every time you breathe, just feel yourself feeling the vibrations that comes off that stone. So pick your favorite stone. Right.
Jazzy said guided. You want us to guide you? Okay.
Okay. See, she be telling me to shut up. Shut up, retarded. Right.
I'm just saying, let's just get into it. So if you still want to do the guided, we'll just breathe and do it. All right.
So go ahead and start giving your right. Get your face, make it all rubbery. All right. Smile a little bit. Smile and take it up and down and just kind of relax your jaws. Oh, crack my neck. That felt good. All right. Get your back popping. And, all right. You just want to be loose. You want to become that snake. All right. You want the energy to flow. It's got to flow. All right. All right. Then we're going to start off with 4 deep breaths. All right. Third one. Last one. All right, with this meditation, I love doing this. Picture yourself as you breathe, picture yourself expanding, almost as if you're disappearing. So as you go in and you breathe out, picture yourself just expanding and almost disappearing. All right. And if you have a stone, I want you to feel the sensation as you kind of go through this experience. So every time you breathe, go through that experience, and eventually, through breathing, you almost feel so light. You feel just translucent. Feel the energy just popping off your skin. Feel yourself getting smaller as energy pops up. Very light. Sense the energy circulating around your whole body, just on the skin. Trying to disappear, that's the idea. To see if you can lift up from the heart chakra. Right up. See if you can leave the body through your breathing. Pick up on the breathing pattern. Taking the pattern, I was almost sleeping. So I'm going with the breathing, but I'm keeping track of that pace. Just like you're sleeping. Just trick the mind. Just keep that rhythm breathing. Focus on that rhythm. Just like you're sleeping. See if you can expand that breathing and keep the same pace. See if you can get it bigger and bigger.
So, 10 minutes.
All right. A lot of y'all should feel real lightheaded. Like very lightheaded. All right. Very lightheaded. I feel like I'm just going to come back in my body. I feel very lightheaded. Whoa.
10 minutes.
All right. And
That
so what I
was
did
10 minutes.
is that I'm still getting, hold on. Yeah.
Yeah. That was strong.
Right. So idea is that you want to trick the brain. Right. That's why I said meditation is really about training different parts of your mind to do different things. And in meditation, most people, it's hard to focus. And so when you get into that whole idea of that, just trying to mimic the sleep patterns, all right, but take that idea and see if we can do it meditating, all right? And so that when you do that, I'm still like coming out of this. I'm very relaxed. I'm like, I got like a little high.
It was like
right
a coming out of the body type of,
yeah. And I really feel like from the heart chakra on up, I feel like my body is, it's coming out of it. Right? Did anyone have any experiences themselves?
We had an experience. Somebody's spirit let us know that it was something where she was able to tap into having visions. That was a good one. I think it was the Om. I think it was really the Om vibration, and we do it plan too when we do the spiritual guided group sessions. We're going to be doing the Om and the Sham and the Lam and the chakra chanting, and it'll be fun because it's going to be in a video chat, Zoom video chat, where we'll be able to hear each other's voices. We'll be able to discuss, and we'll be able to do the chanting together, where it'll be a vibrational type of thing. That was a good one. I'm still feeling it all in the back of my head.
And that's the idea. Like, I'm still kind of coming back into my body from that meditation, but you know, you want to get into the idea of getting yourself and trying to mimic the sleep patterns. Right? Let's go with that idea of meditation. I think it would help a lot of you really become great meditators. Where you got to think about most Black people, we like rhythm. We like rhythm, right? Everybody are not just still people where we just sit still and go. I even have a hard time just sitting still and keeping my mind still. But there's different forms of training the mind, right? And so that was really allowing your body to take in a great deal of oxygen to allow it to go to your mind. And so now your mind, your crown chakra, and it should be really open. And you should really be able to go throughout the day feeling really good.
Tip for beginners. Really tip for beginners. When you sit, usually you want to, if you're not on the ground, you want to sit straight up in your seat, and you want to have your feet planted on the ground. Your head is feel like it's suspended by a string. Your tongue goes up to the top of your mouth, to the roof of your mouth. And when you have your eyes closed, you're directing your eyes upward to your pineal gland. So when you're doing the breathing, you're keeping your tongue up, you're keeping your eyes up while your eyes are closed, up to your pineal gland, and that's going to direct the energy up. When I do that, man, I'll be spinning. I'll be on Mama Gaia's like that vortex of Mama Gaia, and I just be spinning. My chakras just start. And then that's when I start moving. So if you see me moving like that, I'm on. I could feel you too. Like you can even tap into the person right next to you and just feel them. And I was definitely coming out of the body. So that's something that I don't know. Everybody experiences something differently. With our older son, he has visions instantly. Some people have visions. Some people are tapping into their abilities that they never tapped into before, because you're cultivating a spiritual tool, and that is your mind.
And you want your mind to be the great conductor. All right, this is when you go into that darkness and meditation. You want your mind to be so like it has to be full of oxygen. So now it's electrified, and the energy that's igniting it is helping you channel energy from heaven or from different dimensions. So you know, oxygenating the mind is more. It's an electrical thing, and it's almost like a high if you do it right. But you know,
get you one of these. I'll keep on promoting this. We have tons of them. If you want one, we usually.
This thing still got my pineal gland open and sensitive.
We usually keep this. We usually bless this. We cleanse it of all the little critters inside of it. Yeah. And I painted the handle gold so it can be pretty. But you burn it. We've been burning the shit out of this one. It starts off looking like this. These are $8.88. We taking it at $8.88. But this is the burnt form. But you smoke one, give one to the gods and goddesses, and you put intent behind it, and then you burn this shit over you, and you're gonna be coasting in meditation. I promise you, if you do it right. Definitely it's a tea,
but
it has a good smell to it. It's magnolia seed pod, and it's
champa has
nag champa. Like nag champa, that shit smells good. This shit smells just like nag, like the nag. If you're not down south, you can usually find these because of magnolia trees. But usually if you East Coast and all that, you ain't gonna find this shit. So I would say definitely buy one. You can inbox me or Rael or on our page to purchase one. We take payments through PayPal. But this shit works. We use it. We use it constantly. Look at it.
And this is the idea is that you all have to enter your matrix. Like there's a matrix in your mind. You have people, destination, and things that you have to go to and you have to do. This is your own individual will. This is why we have to be able to get into that 8th chakra. This is why most people had already ascended to the 7th chakra to get to the 8th chakra. So this is why it's important to really open up that crown, to really talk about your dreams, speak your truth, and be in your passion, right? The heart right on up, right? And we want to get into that divine will because this is opening up the divine will of the planet, right? So if we all get to doing our divine will, our divine work, all right, you get to these divine fathers, right? These divine fathers on earth that most people don't even realize that this is the ark. This is the Noah's Ark. This is getting on the boat. So you have to know how to receive and know when those impulses all right, and it's telling you to do something. Right now, if you go against that will, you will see what we call karma, right? That's going against the will, right? The will, polarities, energy. So right now we are having polarities, right? This is meaning the divine will, you're either going to serve the will of the old or serve the will of the new. And this is going into the age of enlightenment. So you got to find which ship, which will you're going to you know,
and
serve.
Meditation is a key to cultivation.
It's getting serious.
Meditation is a key to cultivation for any spiritual ability that you have. If you're psychic, if you want to go into deviation of tarot, if you want to even be a channeler, or reading, being able to be a clairaudience, meditation is key to you getting into your practice.
They're giving me channels. Okay, they want me. So this is getting into some serious stuff right now, and I hope the people tune in later. Right? So what they're saying is that when you ascend to the through the 7 chakras, all right. The 8th chakra, which is this divine baby, this egg, right, has already been brought forth, right? And so this is the laws of Mayat. They're channeling this to me right now. The laws of Mayat. And so she is with that 8th chakra, and she's enforcing this upon everybody. Is that if you go against the will of Mayat, which is going to be on the land, you're going to see direct, like, loss, karma. And she's pushing everybody to find these Noah's Ark, these ships, these teachers, because guess what? These teachers are out there doing their will and their purpose, doing solely their purpose. And most people in this world, in this reality, are calling these teachers poor people. It's like in the old days, these were valuable people. They used to work for kings. All right, they used to work for the pharaoh. Right now, these divine people are nothing in this world because that's been the flip. All right, and so now the power is being given back to those saints, those people who've been doing the divine will. She's giving power back to those people. And so that's why it's, if you want to get on this ship, all right, there's authority and there's power being given for the first people who show up and the first people who want to perfect this will. But for the other people who are not wanting to do this divine will of the planet, Earth, Mother Earth, all right, you will die with the old. And that's just what it is.
Eric, that sounds like you're channeling, and it's definitely what we've been hearing a lot is oil and the virgins with the lamps and the talents and who is making who is hearing the calling for your soul family and what soul family are you supposed to go to, and who is hearing the calling that a lot of people's souls are calling out. Your higher self is calling out and it's saying, I don't want to do this shit no more. I'm not a secretary. And there's nothing wrong with having a job, now. But your higher self is wanting more. And a lot of people's higher self is, I'm an artist, I'm a teacher, I'm a healer, I'm supposed to be a disciple of doing something, serving somebody.
Those artists, all those people used to work for who? The pharaoh, right? Exactly. Right. They used to work for. So you got to realize the artists, the scribes, all these people. This whole world, that's this matrix, this old matrix, is satanic. They are already mocked the gods and God. They've already did it.
But their time is up.
The time is up, and so it's up to the people. And now that's where the people are going to be punished, and that's what they want. They want to keep all of these people down in that low frequency of ignorance, of unconscious suicide, so they have to pay that karmic debt.
George Bush was the sign. George Bush, what is it?
Senior, H.W. Bush.
They were all a part of the Aleister Crowley. If you don't know who Aleister Crowley is, then you don't know spirituality.
Sacrificing children.
Aleister Crowley's teachings is now still with all the art, all the entertainers, all the actors, all the singers. They all follow Aleister Crowley's teachings. And George Bush, his wife, I believe she was the granddaughter or daughter of Aleister Crowley. So his death is a show that there's a piece off the chessboard and their time is up.
Oh yeah,
and a lot of you are being called to this chessboard to play the game and to fucking win it. For the light workers, for the people that are
some of you are almost real pieces on the board. You just don't know who you are. And the reason why you don't know who you are is because you're not doing your purpose. Once you do your purpose, more power is given unto who? Thee.
We have a lot of sleeping beauties. not just women, but
Don't know
men.
clueless. Have no
We
clue.
have a lot of Snow Whites. We have that fairy tale. Everybody is those sleeping beauties, just sleeping and not understanding. Oh, I'm somebody. They put it in the movies. They put it in fairy tales. They've been telling you all along while you were little. Now they're telling you even now in movies that you are asleep. And the entertainers and all these people, they laugh at you and they put their eye open. We laughing at your ass. No, it's our time to laugh at them because they made the wrong choice. Yeah. So you gotta find those gatekeepers, and they look normal and they look regular, but these are people who know who the hell they are.
You are the body. The head is waiting for you. The head can't move to the body. The body has to come find the head. And so that's the idea. It's like we're having this conversation because we're getting to that time. And you all need to know that there is power that's yours, all right? And somebody wants to give it to you, but you got to take it.
So I remember not too long ago, I had one part of a dream, and Rael was like, I need you to figure out what are we supposed to be doing? What's going on? Landing on it, and I'm like, right, I don't know yet. But then I ended up having a dream, and the dream was about going through all these churches. We were looking at churches and we were trying them out, looking them out, testing them out. Oh, this is nice. And then we went on to another dream. At the end of the dream, that's when I seen the wedding. And the wedding was like Coming to America style. And what I know and I get from that is that there's a body. And the body is the church, and there's a bride coming, and there's a big wedding coming. And the bride is the people. And we're just looking for our people. Who is the church? Who is the body to get this boat moving? Our son has had many a dreams. Our oldest son had a dream where we were our whole entire family was in a boat, and this big hand came and pushed it, and came out of the sky and pushed the boat. So we know what we're here to do, and we know that it's all divine, but we're trying to find out who is who, who is ready to be on that boat.
Yeah, it's that
it's not a gimmick, it's not a cult.
Everybody's getting the pieces. If you're watching, you're one of these people, important people in history, who's called to do an important thing. So it's like I'm out here, and I've been out here quite some time, and a person like me is saying, hey, I need your help. There's rewards, but your rewards is going to come in a great way, but it comes with a sacrifice. You just can't say, hey, well, you give me something. No, it don't work
initiation.
That way. It starts as a seed, and everything, this is a seed, right? And this is a seed that we're all planting. We've all been planting this as a collective, right? And so now it's about seeing okay, who's going to give it water? Who's going to give it nourishment? Who's going to come help it, give it energy so it can take off? Who's going to let this big mouth talking dude get out there and speak the truth? Right, I got a little talking about myself, but who's going to allow this energy to be seen so people can see it for themselves? Everybody's been having a dream.
If you're just coming in, we're just having more of a discussion right now. You will have to watch the replay for the meditation. We plan on doing this possibly on the weekends, but you should sign up $20 for a whole entire month, where you will meet up with us on Thursday at 7 p.m. in a Zoom live chat, and we will do this meditation, we'll do the chanting, we'll do discussions, dream interpretations,
and possible reading if that is the discussion for that day.
Advice with couples advice, spiritual advice, parent advice. Come on now, $20. Yeah. You can't beat that, and that's for the whole entire month. Why not start now? Don't wait until after the new year. We are taking payments all the way up until that time, and on December the 6th.
There is a building process. So the people, there is something that you're going to get out of this. Is that, for one, most people need to trust somebody, right? And the next thing is there's actual tools, and there's actual lessons and things that will be taught that will be of your benefit. So I'm just kind of letting y'all know that you all should really consider this. This is something that's going to be the key, right, for you to go into this new age, but to be of a greater light. Than you don't want to be the same you. You got to be a more improved you. And so this is upgrade time. This is get your upgrades.
And a lot of people need spiritual cultivation and don't know where to start. We do plan on having group study. Rael is right now writing a book that we would like to share with the group, whoever is in it, to read and go over some things of spiritual cultivation and study. And this book is supposed to be pretty great. I'm putting him on there so he will finish. So it'll be out there for purchase and people can read it and keep it with them and share it because he has so much wisdom to give. And I know with my 3 years of being with Rael, and it feels like forever because we've been many times here to earth to do this, and I think this is definitely the last. We have been really, I really have grown. Mm-hmm. I really have cultivated from being with him one-on-one, so I know what we can give to you will put you on your track.
And I want you to think about this. Path. Just imagine. If the people go to church, right? If your pastor was doing this every year, from once you kept going, and to believe me, if I'm working with you over years, I don't want to see your ass after the third year, the second. I hopefully you be done after the first. But if you're going to be with me that long, believe me, I promise you, you're going to be much more improved, all right? And you're going to have somebody who's going to be a good judge of character, because that's what I do. I help make people better because that's what my gift is. That's my ability. And so, it's not a bragging or egotistical type thing. I gave up everything in my life to help everybody. So that lets you know I paid a huge cost to be who I am today.
And still is, because we're a family of 8 children and 2 adults. And that's all we do is serve. We don't have a 9 to 5. We don't drive a Uber. We don't do anything on the side. We are directed to solely do this. We put all bets on ourselves. Can't do nothing else but put all bets on ourselves, and that's what we were directed to do. Even when we were directed to do this journey and to even have our child together, it was all divine and directed.
To do just
there was no movement until it was seen. Just like you said, like I said, I had to wait for the dream to tell Rael where we needed to go. And even if that door didn't open, we knew that it was going to continue. So it's all directed by the Father. People, mediums have seen the divine mother around us and her saying, they know who the hell I am. I ain't saying shit. Just tell them and give them the message. The divine, the God, the Father has been around us. So this is real shit. And we have no reason to lie about it. And this is our life. And we have plenty of students who have known that we've been in the dark. And we've been doing a lot of work. Man.
And so that's the idea of the dark. The dark is trying to blind, right? The dark is to deceive. So that you got to realize the light is here. The dark's job is to deceive and keep you blind. All right. So most people, dark, and yet they got to keep you active and busy. While Moses and Jesus on the mountain, right there, y'all down there dancing, right? So a lot of this has been predicted, or it's been foretold. So it's like now we got to stop the games. All right, the age of Pisces is over. We got to stop dancing. It's time to get to work. All right, that's what this 11-11-11 portal is about. It's about get to work, right? Or your ass is grass.
Or become a student, get your study in. Know that you have to serve something, and it's either you serve your flesh or you serve your spirit. And this is time, and it's really no choice. Mama Gaia is going up to that 5th dimension, and it's either you get left behind in 3rd dimension and stay in duality.
It means you get stuck in stagnation because no vibrational energy will be given to that. It'll be for those people who are in that 5th dimensional. They'll be the people who are the new creators of the new. They'll be given power. That means that somehow when they came back into this world, they came back improved with a higher vibrancy. And the sacrifice that they made to actually kind of leave and to take a loss, right, actually paid, right? That's where the last shall become first, because it's the sacrifice that you got to do. And some people have invested so much into the old reality, it sounds crazy to walk away. It sounds crazy, but that's the idea. You have to lose everything, right? Or you have to help somebody. You got to join a worthy cause. You got to do it. If you ain't willing to give up something, then you better give to a greater cause than your own. You better figure out which one it's going to be. Either way it goes, you got to serve. And so that's the idea. And people can say, you're trying to see for yourself. Believe me, I'm going to be all right. I know it's mine. All right. It's up to you to decide who you're going to be with. If you're going to be in the light or in the dark. And the light is where the new show is going to be. Right. The dark is where mom's going to be like, man, I should have got on the boat. You should have. Right. You should have. right, so I'm gonna go ahead. We should leave it at that. We've been talking.
December the 6th is the day of the group guidance, where if you want to be in it, pay by that time or pay it before 7 p.m. Don't wait too late for it, and definitely join us because I think it'll be good for your spirit. That's it.
Yeah, that's it. Peace out, y'all.
Peace.